Okay, so get this. NVIDIA has basically built an AI Ferrari. I mean, with their incredible AI stack, we're talking about things like their NIM models and the whole NeMo framework. They've engineered this high-performance engine that is just completely redefining what speed even means. And believe me, this isn't just marketing hype. You have startups, you have research labs, they are already behind the wheel, using this incredible power to innovate at a speed that, frankly, we've never seen before. They are literally building the future as we speak. But of course, there's always a catch, right? Because while all these innovators are on the racetrack, the biggest players, the huge regulated companies in finance and healthcare, they seem to be stuck on the sidelines. They've got the keys to the Ferrari, but they just can't seem to get their AI projects out of the garage and into production. So what on earth is holding them back? Well, here's the thing. It's not a performance issue. The car is plenty fast. The real problem is that for these massive industries, raw power just isn't enough. They are missing this absolutely critical layer of control, of governance that they need to operate legally and, safely. And that missing piece? It actually has a name. It's called an authorization fabric. You can think of it as a brand new category of tool, a specialized control system that's designed to make this powerful AI engine not just fast, but governable, compliant, and actually ready for the enterprise. And to really get why this is such a game changer, we need to break down a really important difference. Okay, let's really dig in here, because this distinction is at the absolute root of this whole enterprise roadblock. The words safety and security, they sound kind of similar, but in the AI world, they are completely different things. So on one hand, you have AI safety. This is all about the content the AI produces. Frameworks like NVIDIA's NeMo guardrails are amazing at this. They stop the model from saying toxic things or getting jailbroken by some clever prompt. But on the other hand, you have AI security, and that is all about context. It's about who is allowed to do what with which data under what specific rules. It's all about authorization. And this right here is a perfect example of what I'm talking about. See, safety asks, is the AI behaving properly? But security asks a question like this. This is the kind of question a Chief Information Security Officer, a CISO, needs a definitive, provable answer to before they'll ever let an AI touch their core systems. It's a question of permission, not behavior. So try to put yourself in a CISO's shoes for a minute. When they look at this incredibly powerful AI engine, but it doesn't have that security layer, they don't see speed and opportunity. They see risk, unmanageable risk. And this analogy is just perfect. All that horsepower is absolutely terrifying if you can't control it. For a bank or a hospital, letting a powerful AI loose without that fine-grained authorization, it's like setting a Ferrari loose in a crowded city with no brakes and no steering wheel. The potential for disaster is just massive. It makes the car too dangerous to even start. Now, this risk isn't just theoretical. It gets very real when you look at a popular AI setup called RAG, which stands for Retrieval Augmented Generation. Here's how it works. A user asks a question. The system then goes and grabs a bunch of relevant documents to give the AI context. But here's the huge problem. In that process, it often bypasses all the traditional security checks. So the AI model basically becomes a super user with access to all that data it just pulled. We call this a data flattening problem. And it means a junior employee could accidentally get access to sensitive C-suite files, creating a massive data leakage risk. So how do you fix this? How do you make the AI Ferrari street legal for the enterprise? Well, you install that missing governance framework. That's exactly what an authorization fabric does. It gives you the three things every high-performance machine absolutely needs: brakes, steering, and a dashboard. First up, you get the brakes. This is all about control and prevention, the ability to stop unauthorized actions before they even happen. It's the layer that looks at a request and in milliseconds decides, yep, allow, or nope, deny, making sure the AI can't veer off course. Next, you need steering. And we're not talking about a clumsy on-off switch here. This is about super fine-grained permissions. An authorization fabric lets you direct the AI with incredible precision, granting access based on a user's role, the data sensitivity, you name it, all these contextual factors. And finally, every car needs a dashboard, right? This gives you the critical audit logs and telemetry. For these big regulated industries, it's not enough to just be secure. You have to be able to prove it. This layer provides that solid, auditable proof that compliance officers and regulators absolutely have to have. And this table just lays it out perfectly. The authorization fabric doesn't replace the NVIDIA stack, it completes it. It enhances it at every single layer.
So you look at the model layer, it adds context or access control to the NIMs. Then you go down to orchestration, it injects critical business context like user roles right into NeMo. And then at the data layer, it solves that huge RAG problem by filtering the results based on who is actually asking the question.
So what this all means is, with this missing piece finally installed, the enterprise can take that AI Ferrari out of the garage and onto the open road. What used to be a powerful but frankly unmanageable liability is now a governable, compliant, and unbelievably valuable asset that's actually ready for production. So let's just wrap this up. NVIDIA's power is absolutely incredible, but with great power comes the need for great control. Remember, AI safety, which is about content, is not the same thing as AI security, which is about context and permissions. And ultimately, it's that security layer, that authorization fabric, that gives enterprises the brakes, the steering, and the dashboard they need to finally and safely drive AI into production. Which really leaves us all with one final question. The race to deploy AI is on, no doubt about it, and speed is a massive advantage. But as companies all over the world are finding out, being fast is only half the story. So you have to ask yourself, your AI might be fast, but is it actually authorized to drive?